Yeah, I look like a mess again. Okay, so for this episode, I am more prepared. I know what I'm going to talk about. When you feel you should start, and when you're not prepared, you should start. I said all that thing, but I was just thinking that what was the real reason that I was not starting or anyone else? I realized that it's the fear. I want to dive in that feeling specifically and just see what is going on there, why I feel so ashamed of showing it that I'm putting effort. So I want to start from like somewhere that actually everyone can relate to it. Personally, I know it's a hard feeling. I'm thinking that I have never been successful throughout my life. That's insane. Yeah, I know that sounds insane, but from this perspective that like when I was thinking I'm trying to memorize my feelings when I was a little kid, and when I'm thinking about specific moment that I was feeling so proud about something that I achieved, I don't find any moment in my life that I feel like fully successful. Actually, one of my conversation with my manager was about this. I'm so thankful because like that moment really switched on my way of thinking. When she asked me that, when was the last time you did this to yourself? Like you did it. You did a great job or whatever. And I was like, I can't remember. That's insane, isn't it? I literally cannot remember any moment that I was so proud of myself. And that's fucking insane. And I feel like that's so relatable. And I think it's coming from somewhere that because we all being compared to each other. Like from the day we step on a society, we always get compared to each other. And even when you're a kid and stuff, I realized that I never felt fulfilled with whatever I've done. And that's so sad, actually. I was supposed to learn this way before that. When I'm looking back now, I can see many success in my life. I was not very appreciative of my own actions. You always being compared to someone else or something else, or your product always being compared to someone else. And the horrible part is about this, you doing sometimes it to yourself. I've experiencing this. I would say I'm still experiencing on that because when I was thinking like my 12 years old, I was thinking that I'll be touring the world when I was 26. Like I realized that it's okay. It's not my story. It's not my way of doing things, my way of doing my career or whatever. That's okay. That's my story. I own it. All of our lives has been adjusted by system because nothing is easy. And if you're not questioning or if you're not trying to redefine your beliefs or yourself, I feel like you're fade out. You're somehow fade out from this whole story. Because sometimes I found myself being so automatic, like it's just the same sentences to in a different versions, maybe in a different languages to the same people or different people. Even the depression, the way of depression has changed, and I like it because now people can, of course depression is a big word to say, but I am so much happy that people can take authority of their not feeling good, I guess, because I feel like I have this power now to say someone that I am not feeling good at the moment. I don't feel like talking to someone. First of all, knowing that you need this rest is a big plus, but also so luxury to take that time off. Also, the reason of not starting something is the fear of being unsuccessful, the fear of being disgraced. When you check the success as a concept, you can realize that it's super definable. Its definition can vary. What if your vision of success and my vision of success doesn't meet at the same time, so we're in the same place? Like what's gonna happen if your expectation of the success doesn't meet my expectation of success? So in this point, I become unsuccessful in your eyes, but it doesn't actually make me unsuccessful on my eyes, because my standards of the success is quite different than yours. So really don't let anyone to make you feel like you don't fit in. I'm really fed up of being told how I should look, how I should behave, how I should succeed or whatever to feel good. Don't feel unsuccessful, feel unstoppable. Like when you're a kid, of course you have this image of a good life to fit in the society. Like, if it's not your time, if it's not your person, if it's not your situation, leave, move on. Yeah, of course there's some stuff that is hard to move on because you've invested on it emotionally and maybe physically or financially or whatever. I know, but try to look from the out of view and decide whether it makes sense or not. There's this guy, he's saying that imagine you're sitting on a cinema and you're watching this movie, and this movie is all about your life documentary thing, and when you're watching this moment of your life, what would you scream at the screen to the main character, it means you, to change that or do that? What is holding me back? A shame? A fear? Everyone is going through it. So I stopped being too harsh on myself from that day, realizing that it's okay. And whoever needs to hear this, make your plan. Be honest to yourself. Because I've realized from my last 3 years that I have a lot of unspoken sentences running through my head, but I cannot say it out loud. When you have this courage and the power of saying the things that you don't want to hear, but you're also saying it. You're saying it, but you don't want to hear it. It's crazy as a concept, right? But when you have the eager to say it out loud, it feels like it's like a snap and just everything fades away. So I can say that that's what has been my experience in this situation, I would say. Yeah, I am very happy about my story. I am very courage to follow up on my dreams and defining my success. At the moment, for me, success is be more productive and be more creative and not lost in a background type of things. It can change anytime. Hearing someone else's experience on this might be a creative power on your journey of figure out stuff. I'm still on a process of feeling successful, but being unstoppable is just quite different concept. It's just another level of things. So I wouldn't consider myself, I'm in that position at the moment. So, but I'm going there. I'm trying to ask myself questions that I was scared to ask myself for a long time. I am trying to be realistic about my expectations and about my actions also. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like everyone else. So thank you so much for listening to this episode of RAWCAST. See you next time.